Here is your Radio Theater Channel weekly podcast for download. The RTC still has the very best old-time radio on the live streaming. And if it's music you love, tune in to the RTC Music Channel, where this link and many others are on our website at oldtimeradiolisten.com. Now, here's Jim.
Hello and welcome to this, the RTC Weekly Download. I'm your host, Jim Dolan. It's all about comedy this week, folks. Get set for some really good stuff. We'll start off with Burns and Allen. And Gracie wants Frank Sinatra to leave town from 1946. Following that, one of the sleeper comedies of old-time radio is the Phil Harris Alice Faye show. That promises to be a good one, too. So stay tuned.
Drop.
And that drop's good, too.
Yes, it's Maxwell House Coffee Time, starring George Burns and Gracie Allen. With yours truly, Bill Goodwin, the music of Meredith Wilson and his orchestra, our happy postman, and our special guest star of the Old Gold Show, Frank Sinatra. For your Thursday night comedy enjoyment, it's George and Gracie. And for your everyday coffee drinking enjoyment, it's Maxwell House, the coffee that gives you so much more for so little more, that is bought and enjoyed by more people than any other brand of coffee in the world. Yes, Maxwell House, expertly blended and radiant roasted for rich, mellow, extra flavor. Maxwell House, the coffee that's always good to the last drop. It's morning in the Burns home, and Gracie, the housewife, has cleared away the breakfast dishes. Now Gracie, the newspaper columnist, is ready to clear away the problems of the world.
My, the paper's full of news this morning. I hardly know which item to explain to the readers of my column.
You explain the news to them?
Oh, yes. Everyone doesn't have my uncanny grasp of world affairs. I'm not the average person, George.
That I've known for years.
Some people have the minds of children, and it's my duty to guide them.
I see.
What would you like to know, dear?
Not a thing. Nothing at all.
Now, you take the elections last Tuesday. Do you realize how confused those poor Republicans must be who got elected? I'll bet some of them wind up in Seattle and Tacoma.
Seattle and Tacoma?
Yes. They've been out so long they won't know which Washington to go to.
A shrewd observation.
Well, so much for politics. Now let's turn to football.
Now, Gracie, you know nothing about football.
I don't, eh? Well, I can show Army a trick play that'll beat Notre Dame.
What?
Well, just before the game, Army drafts all the Notre Dame players.
I wouldn't let that get around.
So much for football. Let's turn to the entertainment news.
Oh, no.
Oh, listen to this. Artie Shaw is honeymooning with Kathleen Windsor, the girl who wrote Forever Amber. Well, as usual, the man gets all the breaks.
What do you mean?
Well, he can have a wonderful time reading her book. But what if she can't play the clarinet?
I wouldn't let it worry me.
Oh, here's an interesting item. Frank Sinatra's got to sing at the Waldorf Hotel in New York.
The kid really gets plenty of work.
Yeah. And I can't understand it. Well, you're twice the singer he is.
Oh, Gracie.
Oh, I realize it's not his fault. He gets tones that are thin and hollow because his chest is thin and hollow. but you get tones that are low and round because
Don't finish it. Don't finish it. Hey, come on, it's flash.
That hotel should have hired you to sing.
Though April showers may come your way, they bring flowers that bloom in May.
Oh, you murder, Jack, murder. Oh, those golden notes will come pouring out of you like Democrats out of Congress. Oh, excuse me, dear. I'll see who's at the door.
Good morning, Mrs. Burns. Here's your mail.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Postman. Uh-oh. A bill from the butcher shop. Yes, there's another installment due on that pound of bacon we bought.
Prices are high, aren't they?
Yes. And I could use more money. And that's what annoys me about George. My husband could be a big movie star.
Don't tell me you're still trying to get him to replace Clark Gable.
Well, wouldn't George be perfect for the hucksters?
I didn't read the book. What's it all about?
Well, it's about radio advertising, Mr. Postman.
Oh, I love radio advertising. It's 5 o'clock. Time to take time.
Say, that's right. Most radio advertising is sung these days, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Langendorf is just meant for you. Meant for you. Meant for you. Meant for you.
Oh, Mr. Postman.
Ooh, that knocks it all apart.
Mr. Postman, you've given me an idea. The man who plays the lead in the hucksters will have to be a singer. So, this makes George the logical choice. The man doesn't breathe who can sing better than George Burns.
How about Frank Sinatra?
Well, I can't quite decide.
If he's better?
No, if he breathes.
Well, I'm glad I cheered you up, Mrs. Burns.
Oh, I'm eternally grateful to you, Mr. Postman. Thanks to you, George will make the picture. Would you like to see the sneak preview?
No, just tell him hello for me. Well, goodbye, Mrs. Burns. You remember, keep smiling.
George, come here.
What is it, Gracie? What are you so excited about?
George, fate has played right into your throat. Clark Gable is automatically eliminated from the hucksters. The leading man will have to be a singer.
How come?
Well, it's all about radio advertising. And that's nothing but singing commercials.
Say, that's right.
Get your hat. You're going right over to MBM and audition.
MBM?
After they hear you sing, it'll be Metro Burns Mayor.
Okay, I'll do April showers for them. Gee, I hope I don't get excited and forget the word.
Well, I'll be there to prompt you, darling.
Though April showers may come your way,
What do they bring, George? Do they bring weeds, dandelions?
they bring the flowers that bloom in May. And though it's raining,
Well, what's your attitude toward that precipitation?
have no regrets,
Why, if it's astonishing, you would matter.
because it is raining rain, you know. It's raining violets. And when you see clouds
Where?
up on a hill,
What are they?
you only see crowds
Yes?
of daffodils.
Would you like me to keep my eyes peeled for some type of bird?
So keep looking for a bluebird and listening for his song.
When, George? During the dry season?
Whenever,
During the summer?
whenever,
During the winter?
whenever,
January? February?
when,
March?
Oh, quiet.
whenever April showers come on.
Short? Medium?
Long.
Oh, and people think Sinatra can sing.
Why, Hey, that's right, Sinatra. We haven't got a chance.
What do you mean?
He's under contract to MGM. If it's going to be a musical, they'll use him.
But you're better than Sinatra.
I know, but he's under contract. If you had a plumber living in your house, would you call in an outsider to fix a drip? Frankie's in and I'm out.
Well, we'll take care of that. So, Mr. Sinatra's the plumber, is he? Thinks he can handle a drip, does he? Well, he hasn't met George Burns.
I should say not.
Buckle down, Winsaki, buckle down. You know, Meredith, a football song like that comes along, people sing it down the ears, and after a while you almost get to feel Winsaki really exists.
Well, it does in a way, Bill. After all, what's Winsaki but a nice musical eight-letter word for alma mater?
True.
The boys out in New Haven call it Yale. In South Bend, it's Notre Dame. And in these parts, they spell it UCLA. But it's still Winsaki.
Yes, I guess you're right, Meredith. And any Saturday afternoon this time of year, in college stadiums the country over, this Winsaki business gets to have a special meaning. Helps you understand why college football has long been such a colorful and thrilling part of the American scene. And that brings to mind how truly Maxwell House coffee has come to be part of the American scene, too. For just as coffee is this country's favorite drink, so Maxwell House is America's favorite coffee, bought and enjoyed by more people than any other brand of coffee at any price. North, east, south, and west, it's Maxwell House wherever you go. Flavors behind this popularity story, of course. The rich, satisfying Maxwell House flavor that results from the skillful blending of these premium Highland-grown Latin American coffees. Manizales for mellowness. Madeline's for richness. Other choice coffees for vigor. And Bucaramangas for full body. The sum of which is great coffee at its flavor peak. So why not enjoy the very best in coffee drinking goodness? It's yours for just a fraction of a penny more per cup than you'd pay for the cheapest coffee sold. Just ask for Maxwell House, always good to the last drop.
Well, here you are, Gracie. This is Frank Sinatra's house.
Oh, thanks for driving me over, Meredith. How did you find his house so easily?
All us members of the Sinatra fan club know where Frankie Boy lives.
You're a member?
Sure. Kind of wish they hadn't passed that rule that at meetings everyone had to wear sweater skirts and bobby socks. I felt a little conspicuous.
Oh, I should think you would.
Yeah, one of my bobby socks had a hole in it.
Well, thanks again, Meredith. I'm going in now and convince Frankie that he should leave town.
What for?
Well, so his studio won't be able to reach him, and they'll have to let George play the lead in that picture.
Oh, well, good luck. Oh, Gracie, don't forget your package.
Oh, yes, that's some baby clothes. A little gift for Frankie's boy. If my first plan fails, I can always soften him up with that. Goodbye, Meredith.
Bye.
Now, let's see. I'll tell Frankie that he should get out of town for a rest. I'll convince him that he looks tired and weak. Thank goodness I have nature on my side.
Yes? Oh, hello, Gracie.
Hello, little boy. I'd like to see Frank Sinatra.
Gracie, don't you recognize me? I'm Frank Sinatra.
Oh, you poor boy, I didn't know you. You've wasted away to nothing.
I have?
Oh, yes, your bones have lost so much weight.
But, Gracie...
And your neck, Frankie. Your neck is just hanging there in folds. And it's all covered with spots.
That's my bow tie, Gracie.
Oh. Well, anyway, you ought to get away for a little rest.
Yeah, I have been working pretty hard at that. Maybe I should go away to some resort.
Oh, sure. How about Africa?
Africa?
Oh, you'd love it, Frankie. It's not as crowded as Palm Springs.
Yeah, I know, but...
Oh, all the smart people are going there. The Frank Bucks, Tarzan and his mate, Dr. and Mrs. Livingston, I presume.
I'm sorry, Gracie. I'm not going to Africa. Suppose the cannibals grab me.
Well, what if they do? Why should we be the only ones to have a meat shortage?
Well, just the same, I am not going to Africa.
Well, then go to India. Whatever you do, don't stay at MGM.
Don't stay at MGM?
Yes. That's a place in India. The Mahatma Gandhi Motel. Don't stay there. The rooms are terrible.
Well, first of all, I have no intention of going to India. Excuse me just a moment, Gracie, while I answer the door.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sinatra. Here's your mail.
Thank you, Mr. Postman.
You want to hear something funny?
What's that?
They're going to make a big musical at your studio, and Mrs. Burns thinks her husband would be better for the lead than you.
Oh, Now I catch on. That's why she's been trying to send me out of town.
If she had succeeded, that would have been bigger news than man bites dog.
How do you mean that?
Woman sends Sinatra. Well, goodbye, Frankie Moy, and remember, keep smiling.
Oh, Gracie! Wanting me to go to Africa, that had nothing to do with putting George in a picture.
Who told you?
The postman told me. Is it true?
I can't look into your sweet, innocent, boyish face and lie to you.
Gracie, tell me, do you really think George is a better singer than I am?
Oh, well, let's face it, Frankie, he is. I realize they call you the voice, but they call George Sugarthroat. Of course, in fairness to you, I haven't heard you sing lately. Why don't you run through a number right now so I can make a comparison?
Yeah. When I was a young man courting the girls, I played me a waiting game. If ever a maid refused me with curls, I let the old earth take a couple of whirls, while I plied her with tears in lieu of pearls. And as time came around, she came my way. As time came around, she came. Oh, it's a long, long while from May to December, but the days grow short when you reach September and the autumn weather turns the leaves to flame. And I haven't got time for the waiting game. The days dwindle down to a precious few. September, November, and these few precious days I'll spend with you. These precious days I'll spend with you. Well, what did you think of it, Gracie?
Well, Frank, before you sang, I thought maybe George was better, but now that I've heard you...
Yes?
I'm sure of it.
Well, even so, but I can't understand why you go to such lengths to get George a job.
Well, no, I guess you don't understand how a woman feels. Well, goodbye, Frankie.
Oh, wait a minute. You forgot your package. Here, I'll... Oh, I'm sorry, Gracie. I dropped it. Why, Gracie, it's baby clothes.
Yes, I know. I didn't tell you before, but
You're gonna have a baby.
I am?
I see it all now. You wanted George to have the job for the baby's sake.
Yes.
That's wonderful. You wanted the little fella to grow up and be proud of his daddy.
Yes.
What if you did resort to trickery? You were prompted by that noblest of all emotions, mother love.
Yes.
Gracie, you've helped me see the light.
Well, you've been pretty big help yourself.
Just wait till my wife hears this. Hey, Nance! Hey, Nancy! Oh, that's right. She can't hear me from here. She's in the den listening to Crosby records. But we'll...
Well, everything, George can do the picture, can't he?
You bet he can. Yes, sirree, by George. Gracie, maybe we've got some baby things that you can use.
Well,
You tell Nancy to give you those three-cornered pants she put in my shirt drawer. I'd be glad to get rid of them, believe me.
No, Frankie, the baby's things are enough. We can't take your clothes, too.
Well, you talk to Nancy. She's right there in the den.
Oh, all right. Thanks for everything.
What am I waiting for? I gotta go over and congratulate George. He's gonna have a baby.
Well, I'll be darned. Here comes Frank Sinatra up the walk. I wonder if Gracie talked him into letting me have the picture. Come in.
George, old man, congratulations.
You mean Gracie talked to you and I'm going to have it?
You sure are, kid.
Well, this is just a start. If the first one turns out all right, I may go on a regular schedule of 2 a year.
2 a year?
Yeah.
Oh, but George, you can't do that.
Sure I can. All I have to do is sing a couple of songs.
Well, to each his own.
But those are in the future. Let's talk about this one. I hope it's as good as your last one, Frankie.
Yeah, I was kind of proud of that one myself.
Say, I don't remember. Was that one Technicolor?
Technicolor? Well, yes, George, in a way, yes. You see, it was sort of red in spots. But your baby will be, too, you know.
Baby? What baby?
The baby Gracie's going to have.
Oh, that baby. What? My wife was going to have a baby?
You mean you didn't know?
Of course I didn't know. She didn't tell me.
Oh, but George, you should have guessed it. Haven't you noticed her acting rather strangely?
Frank, if acting strangely meant Gracie was going to have a baby, I'd be Papa Dion.
Well, sir, now you know, George. That's why Gracie is so anxious for you to play the lead in that picture. She wants you to make good for Junior.
Gee.
Well, George, I think that... Oh, Frankie, you're here.
Honey, Frankie just told me you're going to have a baby.
Well, so he told me. So I told him.
Gee, you mean I'm going to be a father? And you're going to be a mother?
Well, isn't that the usual arrangement?
Me a father. Gee, I'm all excited. Here, sweetheart, have a cigar. No, I mean, how about a kiss, Frankie? No. I mean, have a cigar, Frankie.
Oh, calm down, George.
Come in. Hello, all. Hello, Meredith. Have a cigar.
Oh, Meredith, have you met Frank Sinatra?
Not formally, but we have met.
We have?
Yes. Remember the time those Bobby Soxers mobbed you in Glendale and started tearing your clothes off?
Oh, yeah, I remember. I had to jump over a fence to get away.
Well, I got the party a suit that went over the fence last.
Meredith, I'm sorry, but we haven't time to visit with you now. Frank is taking George to the studio to get started on that picture.
Oh, that gift for Frankie's baby did it, huh?
What gift?
Goodbye, Meredith.
No, the baby clothes for your little boy.
That was for my baby?
Goodbye, Meredith. I hear your sister calling you.
My sister's in Mason City, Iowa.
Loud voice, hasn't she? Well, goodbye, Meredith.
Just a minute, Gracie. Something tells me you are not going to have a baby at all.
I'm not going to have a baby? Oh, it almost worked.
Gracie, you mean I'm not going to be a father?
I'm afraid not.
Boys, give me back my cigars.
Join us again next week when we'll all be back. George Burns, Gracie Allen, Meredith Wilson and his orchestra, and yours truly, Bill Goodwin. Our guest will be Luella Parsons. And the following week, Clark Gable. Frank Sinatra appeared through the courtesy of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. See him soon until the clouds roll by.
Good night, folks.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
And with the NBC chimes fading in the background, that's the Burns and Allen Show with their guest, Frank Sinatra. From one funny household to another, it's time for the Phil Harris and Alice Faye Show.
I'm going to open the show the same way we did last week, with a commercial.
Oh, wait a minute, Curly. Just because you got by with it last week, don't press your luck. You know, Mr. Scott of RCA Victor doesn't want our names connected with their products.
Well, we didn't get any kickbacks from him last week.
Only because he's on his vacation and didn't hear it.
Then we're going to slip another one in. I just want to remind the people, Remley, that before they buy, they should look at the background of RCA Victor. What it stands for. Remley, you know that they're bound to have the best...
All right, Curly. You don't have to tell me. Tell the people.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. On with the show, Bill Foreman.
RCA Victor, world leader in radio, first in recorded music, and first in television, presents transcribed the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show. For your enjoyment, here is the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show, written by Ray Singer and Dick Chevrolet, with Elliot Lewis, Walter Tetley, Robert North, Janine Roos, Ann Whitfield, Walter Sharp in his music, yours truly, Bill Foreman, and starring Alice Faye and Phil Harris. Here's a word from RCA Victor. Why do more people choose RCA Victor television than any other make? The reason can be summed up in just one word: quality. Million-proof quality, proven in over 2 million homes. RCA Victor television is America's favorite television because, feature for feature, it's America's finest television. With RCA Victor, for example, you enjoy clear, bright, steady pictures that are locked in place by RCA Victor's exclusive eyewitness picture synchronizer. You choose your set from 14 separate models, every one a masterpiece of superb engineering and quality craftsmanship. Next chance you get, step into your RCA Victor dealers and look over the very finest television in America today. And same time, add these two great RCA Victor Red Seal performances to your record collection. September Song, sung by Ezio Pinza, and the album of selections from Gershwin's Porgy and Bess with Reza Stevens and Robert Merrill. Phil has a recording contract with RCA Victor Records that calls for him to make a new record every month. However, for the past 2 months, the company hasn't asked him to make any new records. And Phil, Alice, and Frankie have gone down to see the vice president of Victor and find out why.
What do you mean I got a lousy voice?
I didn't say that, Harris.
Well, somebody in this room said it.
That was me, Curly.
Remley, keep quiet. This is my business, and I'll thank you to keep your corkscrew nose out of it.
I was just trying to help.
Trying to help.
Well, you were all puzzled about why your records haven't been selling lately, and I was the only one who came up with an intelligent answer.
Well, Phil's records have been selling, haven't they, Mr. McDevitt?
Oh, yes. On his last record alone, the company stands to make in the neighborhood of $8.
I felt sure I was doing better than that. Mr. McDevitt, how do the sales of my records compare with your other recording stars?
Well, I have the list right here. Let me see. Oh, here you are. You're tied for last place with Cohen on the telephone.
Don't get gay, McDevitt. People like to hear me sing on the radio show I do for RCA Victor, and if my last record didn't sell, it wasn't my fault. Now, maybe the tune wasn't any good.
Maybe the arrangement wasn't right.
Maybe the record was mechanically imperfect.
Maybe they couldn't find enough tone-deaf people to buy it.
You don't have to be tone-deaf to like my voice.
But it helps.
Now, just a minute, Mr. McDevitt. I want you to stop making fun of Phil's voice. I happen to like it.
Do you think it's good?
Don't change the subject.
All right. Now, look, McDevitt, the fault is with your sales force. They just don't know how to sell my records.
Sell them, he says. We started out on that basis, but that didn't work. Then we tried giving them away, but that didn't work either. We even tried smuggling them into Rudy Valley albums.
All right. Never mind why my last record didn't sell. As I always say, that's water over the dam.
Yes, there's no point in crying over spilled milk. Maybe the next one will be better.
Perhaps, but we can't count our chickens until they're hatched.
Well, now that everybody else has coined the cliche, it's my turn. A bird in the hand saves 9.
Francis, you mixed a metaphor.
I'm sorry, Curly. But as long as I have it mixed, will you join me in one?
I don't mind if I do. Put an olive in it and strain the ice, please.
Gentlemen, please, let's get back to business. We're anxious for you to make another record, Harris, but frankly, we're having trouble finding a song for you to do. Your type of song is, shall we say, unusual? Not everybody can write them.
You mean somebody writes that stuff?
Of course. How do you think my songs are created?
I thought you put a lot of notes in a hat, mix them well, dump them out on a piece of fly paper, and whatever sticks there is your song.
Well, we used to use the flypaper method. But one day in the middle of a tune, 3 of the notes took off and flew away. And my trumpet player, who in his spare time was an etymologist, he chased the note for 2 blocks, and he was just about
All right.
Well, you started it, didn't you?
Well, I'm sorry I mentioned it.
Harris, as soon as we find a novelty tune for you, we'll let you know. In the meantime, you look around, and perhaps you can find one yourself.
Okay, Mr. McDevitt, and thanks. Come on, let's get out of here, huh? Gee whiz, there must be some place we can find a good tune for me. We could only find another ballad like The Thing.
Do you think the world is ready for that?
Well, if we could only find somebody to write another hit like that.
Curly, why look around for somebody else to write it?
What do you mean?
Why don't we write one?
Yeah. Yeah. You and me'll write a song. Now you're talking, Remley.
Yeah, he may be talking, but he isn't saying anything. Oh, you fellas can't write a song.
What are you talking about? We'll be a great songwriting team. Come on, shall we go home and get started writing, Mr. Hammerstein?
I'm right on your tail, Mr. Rogers.
Right up. And Alice thought we couldn't write a song.
Yeah. There's nothing to this. We've only been on it 3 hours, and already we're on the way to a great song.
You said it. Hey, Remley, play what we wrote so far.
Okay.
Oh, what a note. What a lovely note. And to think it's all ours. Play it through once more, Remley. Beautiful.
Now, if we can only find another note to follow that, we got a hit.
Yeah.
Maybe we ought to drop this for a while and get to work on the lyrics.
Well, you better let me handle that department. Let me handle that department. I know all about that kind of stuff.
You do, huh?
Natch. Now, look. There are 8 lyrics. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
I didn't think you knew it.
Happens to be my business.
Curly, I may not know much about music, but there's one thing I do know. Those are not lyrics.
No?
Those are vowels.
Oh. Well, let's forget the lyrics for a while and write the words.
Well, before we do that, let's decide on a title. Let's see. What we call it?
The thing was a great success if we could only follow it with...
Curly, I got the title.
What?
The Son of the Thing.
I don't know, Remley.
No, but Curly, it has endless possibilities. We could follow that up with a series. The Thing goes to Princeton. Then
Wait a minute,
the Thing becomes engaged to Tallulah Bankhead.
Wait a minute.
The Thing grows another head.
Remley.
The Thing gives birth to an 8-pound bagel.
An 8-pound bagel. What's the matter with you? Maybe we can call it
Well, boys, how's the songwriting team coming? Have you written anything yet?
Have we written anything? Hey, Remley, Play our song for Alice. Okay. What do you think of it, honey?
Phil, you can't steal that entire song.
What song?
That's Good Night, Irene, and you know it.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it does sound similar. Hey, wait a minute. I got a way of switching this. We'll do the same thing, and we'll put it in three-quarter time.
No, I tried it in three-quarter time, Curly. It won't work.
Why not?
That way it sounds like the Tennessee Waltz.
Who are you fellas trying to kid? I told you couldn't write a song. You've been at this all day, and you only have one note.
Yeah. Hey, Curly, maybe we've been going at this in the wrong way. Maybe we ought to get an idea and write the words first, then fit the music to it.
All right, let's try it. Now, what are we going to write about? Remember, Remley, I want something different.
What do you mean, different? There have been songs written about everything possible.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard any good stomach pump ballads lately. Have you, Curly?
No, I can't say that I have. I don't think they've written any tunes about a sluggish liver either lately.
Phil, please.
No, huh?
Hey, Curly, let's write something nostalgic. Like a song about your hometown.
They've already they wrote a song about my hometown. Do what, did he?
They've written a lot of songs about where I spent my youth. Little old New York.
How about a song about where I spent my youth?
Your youth? Yeah, man, I can see that title now. Gee, but I'd give the world to see that old chain gang of mine.
Curly, please, I was a model child. I was a Boy Scout, a member of the 4-H club, and every year at the county fair I won the blue ribbon for my persimmon preserves. You should have tasted my pickled pig's nickel.
I imagine. Pig's nickels, huh? Now, just what part of the pig is that? You got a pig with money, huh? How'd you make him, with a trigger finger?
Why don't you give up? You can't write a song.
We're not giving up. With a lyric writer like that, we're a cinch. Pig's nickels. Look, you can't expect us to come up, honey, with a song in 5 minutes.
No, it takes a lot of time and patience to steal a good tune.
Now, wait a minute, Remley. We don't have to lift nothing. We're partners, and together we can do this. Now, with my brains, talent, and ability, and your... All right, my half, go steal yours.
Curly, you don't sound like you have confidence in me.
Oh, Frankie, how can you say that? I have as much confidence in your ability as you have in mine.
We're in big trouble.
Frankie, we're starting off on the wrong foot. In order to be a successful songwriting team, each partner has to have confidence in the other. Why, the Mikado never would have been written if Gilbert didn't have faith in Ed Sullivan.
And White Christmas never would have been written if Irving didn't get along with Berlin.
Certainly. They had faith in each other's ability.
Who did?
Sam Irving and Clyde Berlin. You're not paying attention, dear.
No, you're right, Curly. We must respect each other's ability. Now let's buckle down and show the world that we can write a great song.
And they did write a song. It took them a few days, but they finished their masterpiece this morning. I was in the kitchen when, suddenly, there was a shout.
Alice, come in here quick.
Coming, Phil. What is it?
Honey, we finished our song.
Yep. We just have to write 2 more notes for the ending. That does it.
Well, what kind of a song did you fellas write? A ballad, a rumba, or a waltz?
Oh, it's better than that. We wrote a Chinese folk song.
This is a Chinese folk song.
Yeah. We got a great title for it. We call it Chopsticks.
Or I'll be down to get you in a rickshaw, honey.
Oh, fellas, I don't want to be a wet blanket, but this song has already been written.
It has? Remley, this tune is your idea. Now, did you ever hear it before?
No. I'll admit there's a song that's similar to it. That one goes dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. But ours is different. Ours goes na da 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 da. See? It's entirely different.
Different, huh? Who you trying to kid? If there's one thing I know, it's music. That's the same song. All you did was to sing it one octagon higher.
Fellas, if you have to write a song, write a love song. I tell you what, if it's any good, I'll sing it for you.
Oh, do you sing, miss?
Happens to be my business. Ask me how do I feel, ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I've just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light, or if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me how do I feel, little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd start popping my spring, boy. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding-dong, ding-dong, ding.
Ask us how do we feel from this chemistry lesson we're learning.
All right, boys, how do you feel?
Well, dear, all we can say is if we were a bridge, we'd be burning.
Oh, I knew my morale would crack.
You gotta be careful.
From the wonderful way that he looked. Oh, if I were a duck, I'd quack. Or if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me how do I feel. Ask me now that we're fondly caressing.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Or if I were a salad, I just know I'd be splashing my dressing.
Or if I were a season, I'd surely be spring. Or if I were a bell, I'd go. If I were a bell, I'd go. If I were a bell, I'd go ding-dong, ding-dong, ding.
Hey, that was a swell song, Frankie. I wish we could write one like that.
If you like it, Curly, I got an idea.
Now, wait a minute. Now, we ain't going to steal it.
No, of course not. But if we play If I Were a Bell backwards, nobody will recognize
Will you shut up now, please?
Or how about the Star-Spangled Banner sideways?
Bill, do me a favor and forget the whole thing.
You want some pig's nickels? You sound like you got a mouthful of pig's nickels. Straighten out where you people been.
Phil, do me a favor and forget the whole thing. You've become the laughingstock of the neighborhood. Everybody in town knows that you're trying to write a song.
How they know? Who told them?
Well, I had to explain the horrible noises that were coming from the house. Everybody in town thinks you're crazy. It's humiliating.
People always ridicule creative genius. They said Edison was crazy. They said Marconi was crazy.
They said Robert Fulton was crazy.
They even said Sam Fromkis was crazy.
Who is Sam Fromkis?
My uncle. He was crazy.
Julius, what are you doing here?
I heard you guys was writing a song and I hurried right over so I could be the first one to tell you it stinks.
Julius, that's not a nice thing to say.
What are you guys writing a song for?
Well, I have to. RCA Victor wants me to make more records, but they can't find a song for me to do.
I see.
You see, I have a distinctive style, lad. And, well, the fellow who writes my type of songs don't grow on trees.
What do they grow on?
Look, kid, will you get lost? I'm busy. Just beat it, will you, please? Frankie and me have got to get back to writing my song.
What do you need him for? Why don't you do it yourself? Haven't you got enough brains?
Yeah, I got enough brains. I could do it myself, but I figured I could turn out a great song with Mr. Remley's help.
I see your point. 3 heads are better than one. What's so tough about writing a song? Anybody can write a song.
Did you ever write a song?
Glad you asked me that. Just happen to have one in my back pocket.
Oh, no, not you too, Julius.
You like this song, Miss Faye? It's a love song. If I get it published, I want you to be the first one to sing it, Miss Faye. And if you do, I'll dedicate it to you.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. What's the name of the song?
They all think my girl has a bald spot on top, but it's really a hole in her head.
Julius, I don't think that's my type of song.
Hey, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's see there. Sound like a pretty good novelty tune. I might be able to do it. Let me see that music.
Here you are.
Let me see. It's not bad. You might really have a hole in the head, but it's still my sweet honey bun. Hey, this is really something.
This guy is amazing. I give him a copy of the Police Gazette, and he's singing it.
This is music. And look at these notes right here. I could Oh, she's wearing a polka dot bathing suit. I wonder why them notes look so sexy. Let me have the music now, kid.
What for?
Well, if I like it, I might do a big favor and make a record of it for you.
This is a big favor?
Well, of course it is. I happen to be a big RCA singing star, and if I introduce your song, do you know what'll happen?
Yeah, it'll be an overnight flop. There's only one guy who can take a song and make it a hit, and that's Bing.
Bing who?
Bing Rappaport, you jerk!
Look, kid, let me have that song. Julius, if I like this thing, I'm willing to introduce it on my radio program.
You are? You mean you'll take my little song and sing it on your program? You'll sing it with all the voice and feeling you got? You'll do the same thing for my song that you've done for all the other songs you've sung?
Yes, I will.
You really hate me, don't you? Give me back my song. I'm getting out of here. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Curly, there's something frightening about that kid. Have you ever seen his mother and father?
Yeah. They're nice people.
Then how do you account for him?
Maybe he was under the house when they bought it. Who knows? You forget him and let's get back to the song. Don't worry about him.
You mean you fellas haven't given up yet?
Well, I can't give up. I need a song, and if I'm going to make a record, I got to have a song.
Bill, you can't write a song, and you know it.
I can, too. I'm a musician, and within my breast burns an artistic desire for expression, and I am determined that this fire shall not remain closeted within my bosom.
Keep talking, Red Eyes. You fascinate me.
I didn't hear that doorbell. Now, how did you get in here?
Through the second story. I like to keep in practice.
Well, what are you doing here?
I've come to help you. I hear you're looking for a new song.
So?
So I have written one. And you are going to make a record of it.
Supposing I don't want to.
Who's asking you? You are making a record of this tune.
Who's gonna make me?
I am.
And you're just a kid that can do it.
It's better. Now we'll go down and make the record tonight.
All right, Grogan, I'll make the record. But before I do, what's the song about?
Don't get nosy. You can buy a record tomorrow and find out. Now run over the tune once or twice, then we'll go down to the recording studio and we'll make the record.
Now, just a minute, Grogan. You can't come into my friend's house and tell him what to do. One more crack out of you, and I'll have Curly eject you. Won't you, Curly?
Yeah, I'll be very happy to eject him.
You are going to throw me out?
Is that what that word means? Curly, why don't you tell me these things? What's up? Are you trying to get me killed or something? I'll be very happy to do your song, Grogan. What's it about?
Well, I got two songs. You can have your choice. There's one that's a kind of a cowboy's lament, you see, and the other is a mutter song.
Well, let me hear the mutter one. I don't think there's ever been a song about a horse who runs on a wet track.
This ain't about a horse, it's about a mother. A mother. Who's married to your father?
Oh, Mom. But, Grogan, there's been a lot of mother songs already written.
Well, no, not about a mother like mine. Now, quiet while I sing this. Remember, no crying during a rendition because heavy sniffling distracts me. All right, here I go. M is for the mob she used to run with. U is for the other racket she was in. D is for the dum-dums in her luger. The other D is for my daddy who the dum-dums dim. E is for her eyes, so hard and shifty. R is for the rat who turned her in.
Put them all together, they spell mother. A word that means the world to me.
Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it sure is. Hey, that's my new tune. Hey, Alice.
What is it, Phil?
Get RCA on the phone and tell him that we got the best mother song since I Want Some Seafood, Mama.
Here's a word from RCA Victor. Long-haired symphony or short-hair jive. They both sound best on 45. RCA Victor's modern system of recorded music. And whether you want to cut a rug or relax, the RCA Victor 45 record changer sets you free to do it. You can make up your own programs quickly and easily. You can select just the music you want when you want it. And the 45 will give you almost an hour of continuous music at the push of one button. Your RCA Victor dealer will be happy to introduce you anytime to the whole family of 45 instruments. Be sure you pay special attention to the very special Victrola 45 Personal. It's a complete automatic phonograph in a smart plastic case with a handy handle. You can carry it with you and plug it in for music wherever you go. Get personally acquainted with the Victrola 45 Personal soon. It could be the start of the most beautiful friendship you ever made in recorded music. Yes, long-hair symphony or short-hair jive. They both sound best on 45. The 45 RPM system of recorded music by RCA Victor.
This is Phil again, and I'd like to thank all of our friends out there for listening, and Alice and myself and our entire cast hope that you make this a regular Sunday night habit. And to all of you nice people in the audience, you were so wonderful that we just have time to say good night.
Good night, everybody.
This program was produced and transcribed by Paul Phillips. Included in today's cast were Sheldon Leonard and Frank Nelson. The part of Frankie Remley was played by Elliot Lewis, and Julius was played by Walter Tetley. Remember, whether you're buying a television set, a radio, a Victrola phonograph, or records, put your faith in the cornerstone of American home entertainment for 3 generations. RCA Victor, world leader in radio, first in recorded music, first in television.
Theater Guild presents The Fallen Idol later. Now, Hedda Hopper on NBC.
You have been listening to the Radio Theater Channel Weekly Download. Check out our continuous stream at www.otrlisten.com. And join us next week for another Radio Theater Channel Weekly Download.